Well, hello and how are you? Hey, friends, welcome to the show. I am your host, Shen coming to you live right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? Today is Friday, June the 23rd, 2023. Got happy birthday shout outs going out to Karen Anderson, Cotta, and Tina Aubuchon. So, without further ado, here's a birthday song for the two of you. Hey Tina. Hey Karen. Hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another trip around the sun that you made. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday day today. I said, hey Tina. Hey Karen. Hey, I heard it's your birthday today. That's 1 year older today. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday day today, day today, your happy birthday day today. All right, happy birthday to the two of you. So glad that you tuned in to watch the Shen show. It's been a while coming, but we're getting it down, getting back on track. So now that I've got things all straightened out, new roommates, new care provider companies. Well, I'll tell you what, we're just all sitting on high heaven, eating that high cotton. That's what we're sitting on, high cotton. Got some Pokey pals out there, Amanda, Sue Little, Darla Gilmore, Tply, and June Regot. So happy Pokey Poke. Thank you, Poke. Here's your return Poke special for you. Uh, and there we go. That's the Shin Show shout outs for right now. Going to do the weather forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. Today's high was 91 degrees. So it says. I think it was feeling a bit warmer than that, but dropped down to 90 right now. Air quality alert on the day, but we're okay with it. And then for the remainder of the day, we're going to have few passing clouds overnight with low temperatures of 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be light and variable. That's south to southeast at 4 miles per hour. Yeah, weather forecast going to be brought to you today by Helping Hand Thrift Store and Foster Care Closet, located at 416 South Street, St. Charles, Missouri, right here in St. Charles. That's right. Come on down, say hi to Bev or Tim, and give them a big old smile because you're going to get a smile back. So go down and enjoy your time as you peruse the beautiful baubles and treasures that you might find in that thrift shop. Saturday, June the 24th, intervals of clouds and sunshine. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High temperatures near 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Thunderstorms likely in the evening, and then a chance of scattered thunderstorms later on. Potential for severe thunderstorms with low temperatures of 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 60%. Peanut gallery can be louder on this show. On Sunday, June the 25th, mainly sunny skies with high temperatures of 89 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be west at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Clear skies overnight, low temperatures of 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be west to northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Getting a little gusty, ain't it? How about that Monday, June the 26th? Partly cloudy skies with high temperatures of 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds west to northwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Clear skies overnight, low temperatures around 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be northwest at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. It's going to be windy, boy, I tell you. Tuesday, June the 27th. Sunny skies with high temperatures of 88 degrees Fahrenheit with winds north to northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies overnight, low temperatures of 63 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be north to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for our fifth and final day of our 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area, Wednesday, June the 28th. Intervals of clouds and sunshine with high temperatures around 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be east to southeast at 15 to 20. I'm sorry, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Scattered clouds overnight with a possibility of an isolated thunderstorm developing overnight. Low temperatures of 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 36%. And that, my friends, is your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles area. You know, I like to go live at 5, but, well, it's 7 o'clock instead. So we're going to do live at 7. We're going to sing a song. Does anybody know any songs that I should sing? Peanut Gallery, anybody? Songs? Throw me a song. Yeah.
Are you still recording?
Yeah, throw me a song. Piccadilly. Throw me some. I do Johnny Cash good.
Walk the line.
I do Alabama good.
Either
Song lyrics, Walk the Line. Yeah. Go that route because I like A to Z. I keep my clothes watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out of the ties that bind. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day is through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you on my mind both day and night. And happiness I've known proves that it is right. Because you're mine, I walk the line. You got a way to keep me on your side. You give me cause for love that I can't hide. For you, I know I'd even try to turn the tide. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out of ties that bind. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Because you're mine. Song lyrics, King of the Road. Trailers for sale or rent. Rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no food, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. All but 2 hours of a bush and broom. Buys an 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road. Third boxcar, midnight train. Destination Bangor, Maine. Old worn out suit and shoes. I don't pay no union dues. I'm smoking old stogies I have found. Short but not too big around. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road. I know every engineer on every train. All their children's and all their names. And every handout in every town. And every like it ain't like when the one's around. I'm singing trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No fun, no food, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. All but 2 hours of a push and broom. Buys an 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road. I'm singing trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No food, no no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. All but 2 hours of pushing pipes. There you go. All right. Let's see. What else? How about a piano man? I know him. He sings a song. Song lyrics, The Piano Man. Well, it's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, son, can you play me a melody? I'm not really sure how it goes, but I knew it complete. I know, but it is sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore another man's clothes. Oh, la, la, diddy, da, la, la, diddy, diddy, da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Oh, well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. I said, sing us a song at the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. 'Cause you all got us in the mood for a melody, and you all got us all feeling right. Now, John at the bar, he's a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke or to light up the smoke. But there's some place that he'd rather be. He says, Bill, I believe this is killing me. As a smile ran away from his face. Well, I'm sure that I could be a movie star if I could just get out of this place. La la diddy da, la la diddy da, diddy da. Now Paul is a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife. And he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. And the waitress is practicing politics as the businessman slowly gets stoned. Yes, they're all sharing a drink they call loneliness, but at least it's better than drinking alone. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Well, it's pretty good crowd for a Saturday, and the manager gives me a smile, 'cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. And the piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone sound smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar, put bread in my jar, and say, man, what are you doing here? Oh, la, la, dee da, la, la, dee da. I'll sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Yeah, sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all. There you go. I just had to throw it on there. Gonna try this one. An uptown girl, she's been living in her uptown world. I bet she never had a backstreet guy. I bet her mom never told her away. I'm gonna try for an uptown girl. She's been living in her white bread room. Don't know it. Not gonna destroy it. Hey, come on, everybody. Clap your hands. Ah, you're looking good. I said, I'm going to sing you my song, and it won't take long. We're going to do the twist, and it goes like this. Come on, let's again. I like we did last summer. Oh, yeah, let's just again. I like we did last year. Do you remember when we were really humming? Yeah, let's twist again. I like we did last time in here. Round and round and up and down. Oh, baby, make me know you love me so. And then a twist again, like we did last summer. Come on, let's twist again. I like we did last year. Oh, let's twist again. I like we did last year. Who's that flying up there? Ah, it's a bird. No, it's a plane. No, it's that twister. Yeah. I said, yeah, let's twist again. I like we did last summer. Come on, let's twist again. I like we did last year. Did you remember when we things were really humming? Come on, let's twist again. I like we did last year. All right, that's enough of those. It seems to be that it's story time with TV Grandpa. Story time with TV Grandpa is a special edition in the show so that I can reach out to my grandkids and give them just a little bit of taste of Grandpa each and every night. So tonight we're going to do Little Red Riding Hood. Yep, that's right. Little Red Riding Hood. So, hey kids, jump up on the couch or jump up on the bed, wherever it is you rest your sleepy little head. It's time for TV Grandpa to lull you off to sleep with yet another bedtime story. Once upon a time, there lived a darling little girl who was loved by everyone who looked at her, most of all by her grandmother. And there was nothing that she would not give to the child. Once she gave her a little red cap and red velvet, uh, a little cap of red velvet, which suited her so well that she would never wear anything else. And so she was called Little Red Riding Hood. Well, one day her mother said, "Come here, Little Red Riding Hood. Here is a piece of cake and a bottle of wine. Take them to your grandmother. She is ill and weak, and they will do her some good. And so set out before it gets hot, and when you are going along, walk nicely and quietly and do not run off the path, or you may fall and break the bottle, and then your grandmother will not get nothing. And when you go into her room, don't forget to say good morning and don't peep into every corner before you do it." "I will take care," said Little Red Riding Hood to her mother, and she gave her hand on it. The grandmother lived out in the woods, half a league from the village, and just as Little Red Riding Hood entered the woods, a wolf met her. "Hey, Little Red Riding Hood." Yeah, Little Red Riding Hood did not even know what a wicked creature that he was, and was not at all afraid of him. "Good day, Little Red Riding Hood," said he. "Thank you kindly, Mr. Wolf. Oh, whither away so early, Little Red Riding Hood?" "To my grandmother's house." "What have you got in your apron?" "Cake and wine. Yesterday was baking day, so poor sick grandmother is to—" Can we bump that air up there? I thank you. I appreciate it. "Cake and wine. Yesterday was baking day, and so sick the grandmother. Poor sick grandmother is to have something good to make her stronger." "Where does your grandmother live, Little Red Riding Hood?" "Thank you." "A good quarter of a league further on into the woods. Her house stands under the three large oak trees." The nut trees are just below. You surely must know it, replied Little Red Riding Hood. The wolf thought to himself, what a tender young creature! What a nice plump mouthful she would be! Better to eat than the old woman. I must act correctly, and so as to catch both. And so, though he walked for a short time by the side of Little Red Riding Hood, and then he said, see, Little Red Riding Hood, all the beautiful, pretty flowers that are about here. Why do you not look around? I believe, too, that you do not hear how sweetly the little birds are singing. You walk gravely along as if you were going to school. Why, everything else out here in the woods is so merry. The Little Red Riding Hood raised her eyes, and then she saw the sunbeams dancing here and there through the trees. The pretty flowers growing everywhere. She thought, suppose I take grandmother a fresh nosegay. That would please her too. It is so early in the day that I shall still get there in good time. And so she ran from the path into the woods to look for flowers. And whenever she had picked one, she fancied that she saw a still prettier one a little further on, and she ran after it, and soon got deeper and deeper into the woods. Meanwhile, the wolf ran straight to the grandmother's house, and he knocked on the door. Who's there? Said the grandmother. Little Red Riding Hood, replied the mouse. She is bringing cakes and wine. Open the door. Lift the latch, called the grandmother. I'm too weak to get up and to get out. The wolf lifted the latch. The door sprang open, and without saying a word, he went straight to the grandmother's bed and devoured her. And then he put on her clothes, dressed himself in her cap, and laid himself in her bed and drew the covers. Little Red Riding Hood, however, had been running about picking flowers, and when she had gathered so many that she could no longer carry any more, she remembered her grandmother, and she set out on her way to her. She was surprised to find the cottage door standing open, and when she went into the room, she had such a strange feeling that she said to herself, oh dear, how uneasy I feel today. And at all other times, I like being with grandmother so much. She called out, good morning, but received no answer. She went into the bed and drew back the curtains. There, lying uh, by her grandmother, with her cap pulled over her face and looking very strange. Oh, grandmother, she said, what big ears you have. The better to hear you with, my child, was the reply. But, grandmother, what big eyes you have, she said, and the better to see you with, my dear. But, grandmother, what big arms you have, the better to hug you with, my dear. Oh, but, grandmother, what terribly big mouth you have, the better to eat you with, aha. And scarcely had the wolf said this than with one bound, he was out of the bed and he swallowed up Little Red Riding. And when the wolf had appeased his appetite, he lay down again in the bed, fell asleep, and began to snore very loudly. The huntsman was just passing the house, and thought to himself, how the old woman is snoring. I must just see if she wants anything. And so he went into the room, and when he came to the bed, he saw that the wolf was lying in it. Do I find you here, you old sinner? Said he. I have long sought for you. And then, just as he was going to fire at him, it occurred to him that the wolf might have devoured the grandmother, and that she might still be alive. And so he did not fire, but took a pair of scissors and began to cut open the stomach of the sleeping wolf. When he had made 2 snips, he saw the little Red Riding Hood shining, and then he made 2 snips more, and little Red Riding, the little girl, comes springing out, crying. Oh, how frightened she was! I have been, oh, and how dark it has been inside. And after that, the great aged grandmother came out alive also, but scarcely able to breathe. Little Red Riding Hood, however, quickly fetched great stones, with which they filled the wolf's body, and when he woke, he wanted to run away, but the stones were so heavy that he collapsed at once and fell dead. Then all three were delighted. The huntsman drew off the wolf's skin and went home with it. The grandmother ate the cakes and drank the wine which Little Red Riding Hood had brought, and revived But Little Red Riding Hood thought to herself, as long as I live, I will never by myself leave the path to run into the woods. When my mother has forbidden me to do so, I will not. And it is also related that once, when Little Red Riding Hood was again taking cakes to her old grandmother, another wolf spoke to her and tried to entice her from the path. Little Red Riding Hood, however, was on her guard, and went straight forward on her way, and told her grandmother that she had met the wolf, and that he had said good morning to her, but with such a yeah, we can do that. Just a second here. Almost done. We could look in his eyes that if we could turn that air up again, though, that if he had not been on the public road, she would have been eaten up. Well, said the grandmother, we will shut the door. Then he may not come in. Okay. Soon afterwards, the wolf knocked and cried, "Open the door! Open the door, grandmother! I'm Little Red Riding Hood, and I'm bringing you some cakes." But they did not speak, or open the door. So the gray bearded stole twice or thrice around the house, and at last jumped on the roof, intending to wait until Little Red Riding Hood went home in the evening, and then to steal after her and devour her in the darkness. But the grandmother saw that that was his thoughts, and in front of the house was a great stone trough. And so she said to the child, "Take a pail, Little Red Riding Hood. I made some sausage yesterday, so carry the water in which I boiled them to the trough." Little Red Riding Hood carried until the great trough was quite full, and then the smell of the sausages reached the wolf, and he sniffed and he peered down, and at last stretched out his neck so far that he could no longer keep his balance, and he began to slip, and slipped down from the roof straight on into the great trough, and was drowned. But Little Red Riding Hood went joyously home, and no one ever did anything to harm her again. There you have it, Little Red Riding. All right, hey, it looks like the Daily Bread portion of the program coming up for you. And the Daily Bread portion of the program today is going to be sponsored by the Bible with Briscoe 2023. The Bible with Briscoe 2023 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2023 will be Esther 9 through 10 and Acts 7 1 through 21. Today's devotion in the Daily Bread portion of the program is God's mighty power. And today's scriptures and insights are going to be Exodus 4 21 through 23 and 26 through 21. So, without further ado, Exodus 4 21 through 23. Then Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and all the night the Lord drove the sea back with a strong east wind. and turned it into dry land. The waters were divided, and the Israelites went through the sea on dry ground, with a wall of water on the right and on the left. The Egyptians pursued them, and all Pharaoh's horses and chariots and horsemen followed them into the sea. And then the Lord said to Moses, "Stretch out your hand over the sea, so that the waters may flow back over the Egyptians and their chariots and horsemen." And Moses stretched out his hands over the sea, and the daybreak the sea went back to its places, and the Egyptians were fleeing toward it, and they, the Lord, swept them into the sea. The waters flowed back over and covered the chariots and horsemen. The entire army of Pharaoh that had followed the Israelites into the sea, not one of them survived. But the Israelites went through the sea on dry ground, with a wall of water on their right and on their left. That day the Lord saved Israel from the hands of the Egyptians, and Israel saw the Egyptians lying dead on the shore. And when the Israelites saw the mighty hand of the Lord displayed against the Egyptians, the people feared the Lord and put their trust in him and in Moses his servant. And so there you have it. That was the daily bread portion of the program. And that was brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2023. So don't forget to tune in the Bible with Briscoe 2023 for your daily reading of the Bible. Alrighty, my friends. Hey, that looks like it. That's the Shen Show in a nutshell. We're not going to do any events tonight. We're just going to kind of wrap it up and get on out. Well, you know what? It is a weekend. And as a matter of fact, we'll go ahead and check it out. We'll see what is going on. After all, there are events going on here in Charlottetown, and we like to go and see what they are. June 24th. That would be tomorrow. Got a block party going on at the Foundry Arts Center. Block party at the Foundry Arts Center. Yep, that's 520 North Main Street, St. Charles, Missouri. It's free. It's from 11 a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. The free event features interactive art projects for all ages, food trucks, beer booths, live music, heavy machinery, and steam rolling painting. Yes, that's right. The Foundry Block Party centers on a unique and over-the-top method of painting using a steamroller. Large-scale images created by regional artists and carved on large wood blocks. Graffiti houses team of the inkers roll ink onto these blocks. A large sheet is laid on top, and then the whole thing is run over with a steamroller, squishing the ink from the wood blocks to the sheet. These fantastic prints will be taken into the Foundry's Grand Hall to dry on display. In addition to the steamroller prints, the Foundry's block party features our interactive heavy machinery and vehicle display in the Foundry's parking lot, where families can safely climb aboard and experience vehicles from the St. Charles Police Department, the St. Charles Fire Department, and more. The Foundry will also host live music and food trucks throughout the day. Visitors are invited indoors to visit the artists and sponsored booths, a bar, and of course to view all the prints created throughout the day. So come on by the block party over at the Foundry tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Newtown Concert Series down there in Newtown, where they have that, at the Newtown Pavilion, 7 o'clock p.m. Amphitheater, not Pavilion. Newtown Amphitheater, 7 o'clock p.m. The Newtown Concert Series. Please come and enjoy the music of Johnny Rocket and the Double Wide Sympathy. Yep, Johnny Rocket and the Double Wide Symphony from 7 o'clock p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Newtown Amphitheater. That's right. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down. St. Charles Riverwalk is the farmers market. The Riverwalk Market is going to be running this Saturday at 7:30 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. It reoccurs weekly on Saturdays. Is that correct? Yeah, Saturdays. And it will run all the way through November 25th. Fresh produce and crafts from local vendors and enjoy live music as you peruse fresh herbs, eggs, artisan jams, and jellies, and jewelry, aprons, and gifts for mom. Come on by. Come on down to St. Charles Riverwalk. History and Harmony on Main Street on June 25th. That'd be Sunday, the 25th, from 1 o'clock p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. Take a stroll down Main Street and check out the music from these inspirational small concerts throughout the historical district, nestled throughout the area's quaint scenery. These miniature concerts will set the mood as you enjoy St. Charles' world-class shopping and dining while exploring the stories of this fascinating river city that began making history over 250 years ago. All right, well, alrighty then. We're going to call that it. So come on out this weekend and enjoy some stuff here in my hometown. Alrighty then. That looks like the end of the Shen show. Well, I've got one more song for you, and it goes, "Hello, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye." This here has been Shenandoah Fresco saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show. And as always, God loves you and so do I. So come back and see us tomorrow because, well, we'll be here. And we hope that you are too. God bless you. God love you. And bye-bye.